This is what part of my podcast pitch looks like. When I pitch myself to be a guest on podcasts, I copied and pasted this. I say, your audience will benefit from the tangible takeaways as I transparently break down. Here's one talking point: how one podcast appearance led to tens of thousands of dollars. Another talking point: how I landed a startup a 3-minute segment on the Today Show. How I got Amy Porterfield her first TV segment on CNN's Headline News. Why the scams in your DMs that are too good to be true when it comes to landing media exposure, and how promoting myself on LinkedIn led to an invitation to do a TEDx talk in Boca Raton. Out of these five, I feel like the only one that anybody else could really pitch would be number 4, talking about the scams in your DMs. That one I recently added just because I feel like we all get them. And if I'm getting them, then for sure a lot of other people are getting them. So I feel like that's something that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about and break down why they're scams and why they're too good to be true. But I can almost guarantee that a lot of podcast hosts or podcast producers have never gotten a pitch on how one appearance led to tens of thousands of dollars, how I landed a startup a 3-minute segment on Today. Like, these are just super specific that I know, one, nobody else is pitching them. And two, I want the podcast host to be like, oh my God, that's pretty cool. I want to know the details. Those are the two reactions you want. You want to be the only one who's pitched that, and you want the podcast host to like selfishly want to know more. Oh, I'm going to have this person on my podcast so I can hear this story, so I can learn. So you want to keep that in mind when you're thinking of talking points.